all we know about the Oxford Dictionary. That'll be coming up in a second. But what you may not know is who created it. The people behind the resource include murderers, inventors, activists, and thousands of others.
A new book shares their stories. It's called The Dictionary People, the unsung heroes who created the Oxford English Dictionary. Author Sarah Ogilvie is a linguist, a lexicographer, a writer, a technologist. She taught at Stanford and is now at Oxford University. Good morning.
Good morning, Larry. Hello, Robin.
Good to have you with us. I wouldn't think the dictionary would have any kind of suspense or compelling story arc. What made you want to write this, or how did you discover this?
Exactly, Larry. Well, I used to be an editor on the Oxford English Dictionary, and we always knew that it was a crowdsourced project back in the 19th century, one of the first crowdsourced projects, where they realized that to create a comprehensive dictionary of the English language, that a small group of men living in London or Oxford couldn't do that alone. So they put out this appeal to people all around the world to read their local books and to send in their local words. But we've never known who all those people were. But about 8 years ago, I was down in the basement of Oxford University Press. I took the lid off this dusty box and I found this little black book that turned out to be the address book of the longest serving editor. And then basically I've spent the last 8 years researching all of those people. Turns out that there were 3,000 people, far more Americans than we ever thought. So there are hundreds of Americans creating this dictionary that we all think of as quintessentially British. And they are such a colorful collection of characters. As you mentioned, we've got a cannibal, we've got 3 murderers, and the 4 top contributors, so the top contributor sent in 165,000 words, all written out in quotations from books on these little slips of 4 by 6 inch paper. So these are people who devoted every day, month, and many years of their lives to this process. And it's just great that we can finally give them credit for all their incredible work, because without their contribution, the Oxford English Dictionary would certainly not exist.
So was this back in the day, and you know, people criticize Wikipedia now because you're like, anybody can put whatever they want and add to it. But really, was anyone just sending anything in? I mean, you have a wide range of people. How did they decide what they were going to put in and what they weren't?
It's a fantastic question. And what they did is they sent in quotations where they said, this is from this particular book that was published in this year by this author, and it had this particular title, and this sentence occurred on this particular page. And so when that arrived here in Oxford, people checked it and checked out, oh yes, this person is really good, and then they just accepted their quotations. And people were really honest and didn't make up words. They all sent them in, and actually the final product is a really rigorous, fantastic text. So many people sent in slips that the longest serving editor, James Murray, who lived in North Oxford, the Royal Mail had to put a pillar box outside his house just to cope with all the post.
So when you're talking about these people, you say 3 murderers, a pornography collector. Did you just find this out about their history after the fact, after they'd been sending all this in and just no one knew what their personal life was like?
Exactly. Okay. We knew about one of the murderers who was an American who came over to London, and his name was Dr. Minor, and he murdered someone in London and was put into the Broadmoor Asylum for the criminally insane. And Broadmoor was a really lenient prison and let him bring his collection of books with him, and that's how he sent in words. But what we didn't know
he was in the place for the criminally insane and he was contributing to the dictionary.
Yes, and because he was a surgeon from America and his name was Dr. Minor, the editor who was writing to thank him for sending all of these slips just thought that he was a doctor working at the asylum, until he went and visited him 20 years later and saw that there were chains around his legs and that he was an inmate.
That's great. Once again, the book is The Dictionary People, the unsung heroes who created the Oxford English Dictionary. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Have a great day.